Hello, hello, hello. This is Adelai Brown, your heart coach, and I want to welcome you to our heart talk today. For those of you who do not know me, like I said, I'm Adelai Brown, your heart coach, and I work with individuals to grow and build heart equity, which is personal, relational, and financial wealth through authentic living. And I'm currently in the midst of fulfilling that purpose and doing that work. I am on the way to a showing. I decided to get a little shiny today. So I got my little bling bling earrings on. But I'm excited for my client. I'm excited for people building wealth and seeing their dreams come true. And I just want to encourage you, wherever you are, whatever you're doing today, to understand that it's not that you're not doing enough, but one time is not enough. One time is not enough. One time of you talking about something that hurt you or bothered you, that's not enough. One time of you attempting to pursue your goal or pursue your dream, that's not enough. One time of you trying hard to make things work and get things right in your family, that's not enough. It's like I was talking to my husband the other day, and I told him, I said, we have to give ourselves the grace to grow. We have to give ourselves the grace to figure it out and to understand what's going on, right? And we cannot put the weight and charge on ourselves to be perfect at everything the moment we try, the moment we attempt to do something. Because it's just like riding a bike. It's just like a baby learning how to walk. It's just like the first time you learned your ABCs or whatever language it is you speak, the basis of that language, you weren't as good at it as you are now. But repetition and consistently working and growing, it allows you to see yourself in that greatness. It allows you to experience that. So I was listening to, I think it was Myron Golden, and he said, if you're committed to studying and practicing and preparing 4 to 5 times as much as you perform, then you will be among the many that stand out, right? And people say it's lonely at the top. It's not lonely at the top, but it's not a lot of competition for the top. There is, however, a lot of competition for the levels of mediocrity. And I feel like if you're listening to this, you need to know that you have not been called to be mediocre. You have not been called to be average. You have been called to be extraordinary. You have been called to create and innovate in a way that has never been done before. And it doesn't matter how that looks or how that shows up. The truth of the matter is, this is what you, my dear, have been called to do. This is what you have been called to present out into the world in whatever form that may be. I was thinking, I've been doing some hard work, and the last couple of days I've been really going through some struggles because there have been some things, some unearthed hidden pains and hurts that happened to me a long time ago that I did not even realize was still affecting me the way that it has. See, when you commit to a life of emotional intelligence and emotional development and spiritual health and wellness, you are always feeling and acknowledging your feelings and being considerate of what actions or behaviors, what thoughts those feelings bring about, and those thoughts in turn bring about behaviors, right? I've talked to you all about that, and I'll keep talking about that. But yesterday I had a situation happen that really brought me back to my feeling like, I'm being attacked, feeling like I'm not being protected, feeling like I'm not, it's like almost like a feeling of abandonment. And I went back to when I was a young mother, and my daughter might have been about just turning a year old. And I remember I was living in downtown Charleston on the projects, as we would say, but I was living in public housing. And I remember that feeling of being just feeling like I have to figure this out. I'm all by myself. I'm alone. I can't do this, right? And then I went back even further to a situation that happened with my mom and my stepdad and I when I was in middle school. And it shocked me because I was like, wow, I have not thought about that. And my daughter is 23 years old. So let's say I have not thought about that much, that extensively. I haven't felt that or experienced that pain, that fear, that doubt, that worry in a very long time. And I was thinking to myself, like, what is causing this to come up? What is causing this to come about? And what happened for me was, and even as I talk to you all now, I'm gaining even more clarity on it, on like other things that were going on at that time. And the reason why I wanted to share this with you is because I've journaled about being a young mother. I've journaled about my life growing up and going through some of the things that I've gone through, and I've literally written a book about it. I talk about it. I coach about it. I use my story and my testimony to help other people. And yesterday, I realized that the Lord was taking me deeper in that healing, in that knowing, that knowledge, and that understanding of not just trying to understand the past and the pain, because I can't change the past. But the thing about it is I became a certain person. I started acting a certain way because of what I was going through. I made certain inner vows. Like I told myself, I'm not going to do this. I am going to do that. And in turn, my life has followed those instructions. And it wasn't, those were internal instructions that I gave myself, because I told myself, look, we can't go through this anymore. We can't feel like this anymore. We can't be downtrodden like this anymore. We can't trust other people like this anymore. Because when you trust other people, they let you down. I got down to some deep areas of distrust that I'm still working through. I really, really, really got down to some deep areas of abandonment and rejection. And it's funny because as I thought about it this time, right, this is why you got to do your work, y'all. This is why I'm committed to growing heart equity. It's like a garden. Heart equity is like a garden, and the more you heal, the more you grow beautiful things in your life. So I started to realize that even in that season of my life, and I felt so alone, and I felt so down, and I felt so rejected, I guess you could say. The thing about it is, the Lord now is like reminding me of, well, remember all the people who were in your life, who were supporting you, who were there for you, who had your back, who really were looking out for you and your best interest. Like, think about all of them. Like, at that time that I was going through that season of my life, I was so hurt and so zeroed in and so hyper focused on one thing in one area of my life, the bad things, the negative things that were going on, that I missed out on I missed out on all of the resources I had, all of the joy that I had, all of the blessings that I had, because I was so hyper focused on what wasn't going right and what wasn't going my way. And I wanted to get on today with you and let you know that one time is not enough. You need to work through these issues. You need to confront the pain. You need to get the therapy, get the life coach, go back and take some classes, join some support and help groups. Whatever you can do to get yourself together, go to Bible study, lean into your church family, any resources they have. If you don't have one, seek. The Bible said, seek and you shall find. Knock and the door shall be open unto you, right? Like ask and you shall receive. These are things that are promised to you, but you have to focus on that and you have to work on that. And I can tell y'all, like, lately, I have really been feeling like, oh my gosh, like It's like there's a deeper level. There's a deeper level of peace. And the Lord confirmed it to me. The Lord has been confirming it to me. Like there's a deeper level of joy. There's a deeper level of happiness. There's a deeper level of serenity that is yours, that is destined to you. But you just have to be willing to accept it. You have to be willing to open your heart and embrace it for what it is and not what you thought it was. You no longer will be manipulated as long as you don't allow yourself to manipulate yourself. Don't allow you to manipulate you. Be open to what God is calling you to. Be open to that healing. It don't feel good. I can tell you, it feels like I'm in the water, and it's like I'm just wading in the water, and it's almost like a rip current emotionally. It make me second guess everything I got going on and the decisions that I'm making. But what I realize is that's just my thinking. That's a defense mechanism. See, some of y'all overthink. You overthinking too much. You just gotta walk by faith. Sometimes you can't look at what you're looking at. You got to look at your vision. That's why the Bible tells us without vision, the people perish. You have to have a vision to hold on to, because life is going to make you question. Life is going to make you second guess. Life is going to make you judge yourself. And you got to be willing to let that go. You got to be willing to do something different. So that's what I wanted to share with y'all today. I'm going to go in. We're doing this final walkthrough, and then we are out of here. So I will talk with y'all later. Alrighty. Bye-bye. I don't see...